airborne infection, they die from system-wide intoxication and toxic shock. Doctors call it the cytokine storm following infection and immune hyperstimulation. Vaccines with immune stimulants or toxic drugs chemicalize your body, adding to your death risk. Prevent death and reverse diseases from infections, vaccinations, and drug toxicity. Call this number to get my free special report about the flu and what to do to save lives, maybe even your own. I'm Dr. Leonard Horowitz. Order Zeolife, the world's most powerful broad-spectrum detoxifier, immune system guard, and vaccine cleanse. Avoid vaccinations and drugs. Use Zeolife and oxysilver hydrosol instead to detox and degerm your body. Stop the shock of toxicity and preventable deaths. Call 1-888-KO-GERMS. That's 1-888-KO-GERMS. Or visit zeolife.net and oxysilver.net and order your free report and package special.
Refreshing the Liberty Movement. This is Liberty Broadcasting Network.
But now it's all been changed, and when we gaze upon the glory, it's hard to fight the feelings of shame. We're fed up with lying politicians and greedy corporations who have sold us out time and again.
All right. Yeah, that's Carl Klein. I want to have him on my show. We're going to have some great guests on this evening show. I'm going to find Carl and see how he's doing. I've just talked with Edgar Steele's new attorney today. You know, there is a war on, folks, and they're going after people that are trying to tell you what's happening. They're certainly doing that. I just got an email, Anthony, that from Europe. They said that chemtrails were most densely covering the skies over Vienna, and the person that sent me that says, I've already have said that everybody ordering such or involved in such genocidal operations will be considered guilty of mass murder and prosecuted in time. That would be desirable, wouldn't it?
My friend, I'm doing a show this Saturday in Germany. I have a friend, a singer, who's like the of Deutschland. His name is Christian Anders. And I'm doing a show out of Berlin. And it's like the past few days I've done one out of Panama for 3 hours, then through the Skype broadcast out of Mexico City, that's Mulattoes with Victor Camacho. The necessity of bringing this to the world brought me to the point where I figured we had to form aircraft.org. And we're getting information coming out of just last week or so, Sofia, Bulgaria, from Spain, and doing 4 in-house shows. That will be in Sweden. I'm going to Iceland. We're taking a look at doing shows in Ireland. The Irish are going through an election right now, and we're coming forth with legislation proposed to stop these sons of bitches. And we do that by bringing the information into the city councils. This particular piece, the Planetary Protection and Atmospheric Air Purity Act, has been brought to Senator Rand Paul and Congressman Ron Paul. It has already been done. It is being listed for legislation, and I'm taking a look at it. It's called the Planetary Population Protection and Atmospheric Air Purity Act. I'm just going to read you the first graph. Henceforth, from the passage of the bill, all spraying of aerosols, gases, and or medical particulates, whether they be considered to be toxic or not, into the atmosphere over any portion of the United States or its territories shall be considered a crime against all of the people of the nation. And the President as you know, of this planet depends upon the air that we breathe. It must be pristine and pure. Therefore, committing any acts of atmospheric poisoning shall be considered a crime punishable by death or life imprisonment without possibility of parole. This is called the Planetary Population Protection and Atmospheric Air Purity Act. Ron Paul got it personally from our good gal, Corinne Spence, out of Santa Cruz, California. And we formed an organization called SCARE, Santa Cruz Alert Action Response Emergency. We've been doing this in Southern California. The death dumps over here are massive. And this is coming, a lot of this is coming out of Arizona. We need some people who are listening to this show to give us pictures, give us stories. Talk to the drunks and the whores and the people who get information directly or indirectly. I used to, while I was doing my radio show in Anchorage, which is just about a mile and a half from Elmendorf Air Force Base, my girlfriend, who is a friend of a whore, told me that the guy wanting to brag about the base took her down to about the fourth level underneath Elmendorf, and it mentioned that there's one floor that had been blocked off because something escaped or got released inside there, and it killed everybody. They just simply sealed the damn thing up. So you get information, good information, from what you might consider to be bad sources. The information that you do get, you need to get it into us, and I'm going to give you an email. It's called aircraft.org@gmail.com. You can give us the story. You can give us the pictures. If we don't think it's good, it ain't going to cut it. It won't be on the side. But we are listeners. The conversation goes two ways. Your conversation. If you're listening to this show, you haven't called yet. What is the number that they can reach the show?
They can reach the show at 800-787-5044, and that's extension 460217. It's up on Liberty Broadcasting. You can go to freeamerican.com. It's up on freeamerican.com. The number's on, let's see. Oops. Yeah.
Well, give the number once again. Because
800.
Out there in the ether to call me. To talk to Clay, to tell us what you can do. We're asking something of you. We're asking that you join us. Clay and I aren't going to do this thing alone. It's going to take your cooperation and your information.
Okay, the extension number. Let me give it out again. The phone number is 800-787-5044, and it's extension 460217 pound.
Well, wait a minute. You were breaking up, so I'm going to have you repeat it again.
1-800-787-5044, extension 460217 pound.
So you got to go through all of that just to get into the show. 787-05044.
Yeah, there's some other shortcuts too. Let me see here.
I seem to have a couple of extra digits here. 787. Is it 05 or 50?
5044.
All right, 5044. So that's 800-787-5044. You're listening to the show, and you want to make a difference. Well, make the difference. Make the difference. Call in. Join us. We'd like to find out how many of you are out there and just say, look, say hi. Look, you're communicating with us. We are ready to rock and roll. We're willing to talk about this. We're talking about manganese. Manganese being dropped out of the air for you to breathe. Oh, there's a certain amount you can handle, but 513.6% more than what you would normally get through the air. I mean, that's an arsenic. I don't know if it's 418 times what would normally be acceptable. Aluminum, barium, chromium, copper, iron, lead, nickel, zinc, with manganese in these levels, it'll kill you. And Clifford Carnicom is doing a fantastic job, really a fantastic job, and you were with him way before I was paying much attention to this. I know that Arizona Skywatch is really doing a fine job, and Ed Griffin is a friend of mine, has been for years, has put forth a film, What in the World Are They Spraying Upon Us? His film is out there, and once you get it, once you buy it, pay for the first one, then make copies of it. Because people are coming down with bronchitis. They're coming down with Parkinson's disease, fibromyalgia.
Yes.
Was sick.
I have watched them spray over Phoenix or Albuquerque, and in the paper, 5 to 7 days later, you start hearing about all of these this flu, all of this bronchitis, pneumonia popping up all over the place. And by the way, folks, if you want to, if let me give you one other number. This is up on my website too. 646-915-8774. That will ring in on my switchboard on Blog Talk, and I can bring you up. Or you can go to call.
I did it. 646.
Yes. 646-915. 8774.
And that's your Blog Talk.
That's my Blog Talk number. Yeah, that's good in the mornings and on this evening shows. Yes. We're on a number of networks, and
I haven't heard of anybody calling in on the show. I haven't heard anyone calling in on the show. I know it's brand new. But get up off your backside. Your finger's not broken. Make the call. Let us know that you're out there. Let us know that you're out there. We don't want to be speaking to the ether. Nothing worse for a talk show host than to think that he's talking to thin air.
Well, I think we might have callers there, and how about somebody from the 310 area code? Where's that? Where are you at? Baltimore?
I'm calling from Venice Beach.
Oh, hey. Is this David?
You need to say hello and tell you all you're not alone out there. You're not alone at all. There's more or less coming out of the woodwork every day.
This is Dr. D-Charge Anthony.
What area are you coming from?
Venice Beach, California.
Venice Beach. Well, we're in the same area code. Now, obviously, if you're in Venice, all you have to do is look outside and look up, and you see these things coming from the northwest, and they come down over the Santa Monica Bay area. They turn, they seem to be turning around LAX. So, a fellow with LA Talk Live, Adam Cole, he went down to the Hawthorne City Hall to talk to the city council, and another fellow named Juan. They talked before the city council, and we looked up there, and it was little. I thought we were talking to, like the little dummy heads in the back of a taco wagon the heads are bouncing, the bouncing heads. The people are out there, they're non-compass dentists. We're talking about death drops. These are death drops. These are death dumps. It's like taking a toxic toilet and flushing it, and you get it over Venice, California. Enormous.
All right, David.
Middle of the night, I looked up and I saw a jet spraying a road chemtrail.
All right, we got a break coming up. David, stay with me.
Stress, like the uncertain times we live in today, it is vital that you not alter your diet too much. You should only store what you usually eat, because one day you may have to eat only what you have stored. Lucky for you, there's the freeze-dried guide. Featuring the superior nutrition and taste you've come to expect, the freeze-dried guide has a wide variety of choices in freeze-dried foods. All freeze-dried foods are no-cook products requiring only hot water and a few minutes of your time. The freeze-dried guide has been serving various government agencies as well as the private sector with the finest in freeze-dried storable foods and emergency rations since 1970. Consider the technological advances made in computers from the punch card days of the 60s and 70s to the high-speed personal computers of today. Comparably, the advances made in food storage from the World War II era till now are equally great. Visit the website at www.freezedryguy.com or call toll-free 866-404-3663.
You handle the truth. You know the Constitution like the back of your hand. You've read books, listened to podcasts, attended lectures, surfed websites, and watched videos. You've made liberty your life's goal, but something seems to be missing. Stickers from LibertyStickers.com. Exercise your freedom of speech with the world's most dangerous bumper stickers. That's LibertyStickers.com. Find us at www.libertybroadcastingnetwork.com.
Being a part of Life Change Tea has been an exhilarating experience. I love the testimonies. Julie in New York writes, I love this product. I feel great. It worked immediately. You can feel the cleansing right away. Other products don't work right away like this one does. Mrs. Luella from Missouri writes, my daughter has lost 27 pounds. She loves the tea. And David from Tennessee writes, my wife has a lot of digestive problems and the tea really helps her a lot. I like it too. And here's my favorite from CJ in Minnesota. He writes, this stuff really works. No, I mean it really works. No, I mean it really works. Be one of the many testimonies that we receive every month. Order today online at getthetea.com. That's getthetea.com. Or you can call us at 928-308-0408. You know the number, 928-308-0408. Be our next testimony. You love us, and we love you.
You're listening to the Liberty Broadcasting Network.
When looking at your personal preparedness level, remember the freeze-dry guide. During times of physical and emotional stress like the uncertain times we live in today, it is vital that you not alter your diet too much. You should only store what you usually eat, because one day you may have to eat only what you have stored. Lucky for you, there's the freeze-dry guide. Featuring the superior nutrition and taste you've come to expect, the freeze-dry guide has a wide variety of choices in freeze-dried foods. All freeze-dried foods are no-cook products requiring only hot water and a few minutes of your time. The freeze-dry guide has been serving various government agencies as well as the private sector with the finest in freeze-dried storable foods and emergency rations since 1970. Consider the technological advances made in computers from the punch card days of the 60s and 70s to the high-speed personal computers of today. Comparably, the advances made in food storage from the World War II era till now are equally great. Visit the website at www.freezedryguy.com or call toll-free 866-404-3663.
Can you handle the truth?
This is an emergency alert. People don't die of H1N1 infection. They die from system-wide intoxication and toxic shock. Doctors call it the cytokine storm following infection and immune hyperstimulation. Vaccines with immune stimulants or toxic drugs chemicalize your body, adding to your death risk. Prevent death and reverse diseases from infections, vaccinations, and drug toxicity. Call this number to get my free special report about the flu and what to do to save lives, maybe even your own. I'm Dr. Leonard Horowitz. Order Zeolife, the world's most powerful broad-spectrum detoxifier, immune system guard, and vaccine cleanse. Avoid vaccinations and drugs. Use Zeolife and oxysilverhydrosol instead to detox and de-germ your body. Stop the shock of toxicity and preventable deaths. Call 1-888-KO-GERMS. That's 1-888-KO-GERMS. Or visit zeolife.net and oxysilver.net and order your free report and package special.
The views and opinions expressed on this network by the host and their guests do not necessarily reflect the views of Liberty Broadcasting Network, its sponsors, affiliates, or hosts.
All right, we're back. My guest is Anthony Hilder, and I've got David Koss on the line from Venice Beach, and who is going to be my guest tomorrow, both morning show and evening show, to talk about how you can spin your water.
That's right, Clay. And I was just wondering if Anthony's website was aircraft.org at gmail.com.
Aircrap, C-R-A-P, aircrap.com.
Aircraft.org.
.org, I'm sorry.
The email address would be aircraft.org at gmail.com. Now, we're close together here I'm just a few miles from you, as a matter of fact. You see the Deathdumpers go over. How is the health of those individuals down that you talk to in Venice Beach? This is where they have the weightlifters out there, Muscle Beach. It's where they're playing basketball and they're breathing in this crap. You've got to be seeing some effects of it, are you not?
These people are all so drugged up down here, they don't know what's going on out here on the West Coast. But I just wanted to send you an email tonight, Anthony, and let you take a look at some information I got on your spare time.
Listen, here's what, my friend. Normally I don't give my phone out over the air, but there's not that many people listening to the maiden voyage. So you're going to have to stick with...
I can forward that to him. I can forward that, Anthony. I don't give out numbers, private numbers generally.
Phone, so you can call me, and we can have a private conversation. Maybe we can leafletize Venice Beach on the walk there, on the walkway, and we can go up with these discs. We can make copies of Scare 1, Scare 2, we're in the process of making this film, Air Auschwitz, and you're a bright guy. I'd like to have you in on a clip, and certainly Clay has been invited to be on, and we'll use some of the clips that he furnishes us. But you guys are going to have to do this rather quickly because we're in the process. We've got about 41 minutes of the film done as of last night. And this will probably be an hour and 20 minutes. So we've got a lot of stuff to do. A lot of stuff to do in a short period of time.
I will take care of that tomorrow. And David, I'm going to let you go because I've got to get. I want to take another caller here. We got more people on the line here. And thanks for being with me. And I'll see you tomorrow. You'll be on the same show tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right.
Before you go, I'm going to give you my phone number.
I'll get it to him.
310, same as 310. 877.
You broke up. Do it again.
310 954474.
All right.
Breaking up, 9474.
4474.
Can you say it one more time?
310-895-4474.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. We'll talk to you in the morning, David. Thank you.
Call me. Hell, this war is so far down the line. If we don't get up and fight this, we're going to die.
Right. I'll call you tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
All right. Yep. We've got 519 area code. Hello, who do we have?
Hi, Clay. Uncle from the chat room. I'm up in Canada.
Yeah, how are you, Uncle?
Good. Listen,
Welcome aboard, my friend. I'm half Canuck.
are you really?
Yeah, father was born in Winnipeg.
Okay, well, that's for me. I'm actually very near Toronto.
Mm-hmm. I'll be doing a show out of Canada tomorrow out of New Brunswick. And these guys are concerned, and people don't think, well, they're not death dropping up there. They sure as hell are. Can you validate that?
Well, I sure can. I've got pictures of it. They've been doing it right over where I live. And I did a little bit of research. Apparently, they've been reported here in my province, Ontario, since '99. But listen, what I really wanted to ask you, I read this thing I found on the internet. They said they found like cancers in this, chemtrails and vaccines, molds, along with different metals that you mentioned also. Is that for real or?
No, that's for real. It's for real. In fact, the new report, and it's on our site, aircrap.org. You'll be able to see pictures of some of that stuff. Morgellons disease is certainly attributed to the Deathdumps. It's like taking a toxic toilet over your family, your friends, your mom, your dad, your kids, and flushing it. And it would be better if they simply breathe in what they flush out of a regular toilet. But this is far more toxic. Somebody says, well, no, the comparison, you're comparing Auschwitz with what these guys are doing. No, these guys are indiscriminate. They're just flushing this on everybody. They're trying to kill everybody. In Germany, they were selective. They didn't like the Jews. They didn't like the gypsies. They didn't like the gays. So they took out some of them.
Kill them all, let God sort them out, right? That's the new motto.
It's just like that, Clay. And if you've got stuff, you get it into us. You get this is aircrap@gmail.com.
Yes.